This has been amazing. I think we can kind of finish up with this last question about the schedule, right? The calendar,
Yeah.
because that's where it all lands. Everything that we're talking about, dreaming about, praying about, whatever, it's going to show up in real time. So I think one of the challenges that a lot of pioneering leaders have is they don't have the scaffolding, they don't have the external motivation that they used to have or that they hope to have, and they think, well, if I just had an assistant, if I had a team, if I had outsourcing, if I had more mentors, if I had more instant gratification on social media, then all of these pieces would all fit in place. And that's not what pioneering leadership looks like. It looks like being internally motivated, consistently focused, bringing the best of you every single day.
Yeah.
And the tool that we come back to again and again is the schedule.
Yeah.
So what's some of the frustrations and then hopefully the joys of realizing, oh no, if I don't move, nothing will happen. If I don't get out of bed, nothing will happen. That realization, that gravity that hits you and says, wow, I really do have to take responsibility for what's going on the schedule.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm so glad you asked. If you haven't taken Peter's quiz on what's your pioneering archetype, I would say go take that right now. I think it really helps bring a lot of verbiage and clarity to just the way that you work and the way that you think, the way that you plan. And so I took the quiz. I actually helped him make the quiz, and I wasn't at all sure what I was, but I thought I was sure of what I was not. And then I took the quiz and I ended up as an explorer, which I did not think that I was anyway. But then reading through it, I was like, oh, this nailed me. It's so true. So anyway, take the quiz and find out, just really kind of what your leadership style or your pioneering style is like, how you approach the future, how you think about other people, how you involve yourself, what your work style is. It's very helpful. Is it in your bio right now? Can people click and see that right there? Okay.
Yes.
So it's definitely in his Instagram bio, and then I think the link is in the description of this video. So go take that quiz, because that's really helpful to be able to just know up front, kind of identify some things, what your style is. And he also gives you this big blurb that really is an insight into your work style and how you should, like how many hours per week you should set aside for yourself, or what kind of time blocks you should use that really work best with you. I think for mine, it says, give yourself 30 minutes. Because my kind of style of working is to just get to work. And I really have trouble sometimes just setting aside time to like plan stuff out, because as I'm writing it out, I'm like, I'm motivated right now. Like I gotta finish this ASAP to just go start doing it. But you really have to take the time to like sit out and like plan stuff. And I would say I've not been traditionally a calendar person. I think I've been very vocal about that. I don't journal and I don't use a calendar because for me it's felt like such a trap. Like if I commit to something, then I can't do other things, and I can't follow my creativity, and I can't jump into this. But this past week I was like, I'm ready for this. Let's do a calendar planning session. Please, Peter, help me get some stuff done. I have all these different things that I really want to do, and I would really like to get, a month ahead on my YouTube content, and I would really like to start making some TikToks. I just have ideas for them, and I don't have time for it. I've got some other stuff that needs to get done, and we need to start doing our taxes. I want to have, time to do this big house project that I have on my mind, but I don't know how to fit it all in. And, I was getting overwhelmed just listing out all the different things that I wanted to do and kind of like estimating how many hours it would take. And then I was just thinking like, I don't know how to fit all of this in. And I could say it's Friday. I've had a great week. I've gotten so much done, and I'm just,
come on.
I'm shocked. Like even in day 1 and day 2, I was like, wait, I already got so much done. So anyway, this is not a plug on like how to be more productive, but just really how to think strategically and how to have the right mindset coming into planning your week. Like just having the right tools is a game changer, or having the right coach. I would say I had a coach like sitting right next to me, like walking me through it. That was such a game changer for me, because when anybody would like give me a planner, and Peter even would do this like when we were dating, he's like, I bought you a planner. And it's like some goal setting Christian go for it girl planner. And I was like, I feel bad and we'll use this, but I probably filled out like 6 days worth and never got into it. I definitely felt bad, but I couldn't swing it without somebody really walking me through it. And now I feel like I really, I have a system that actually works for me and my style. So anyway, grateful.
Just see how much more you got accomplished, how much, it's not just the task list is done, it's the way you feel at the end of the week. You feel energized, you feel amazing. To know that you are intentionally going for that big, bright future. If someone really took the challenge and they put 30 minutes into thinking strategically about the next week, some people don't even do that. They don't even have some sort of weekly planning session. But if somebody took the challenge and they said, I'm actually going to do it, where do they begin?
I mean, for me, it helps to start with a brain drain and just take everything that's like looming in the back of my mind and try to get it all down on paper and remember all the things that I want to do. Because they can just stay in your mind for months at a time. And then you don't get that, mental clarity, because you have so many different things that are still like swimming around. So just getting it all down on paper is a really good first step. And taking the time just right before the week starts, right before things start picking up, when you can have a breather. I think we did it on like Saturday. We just sat down and I don't even think I took a full 30. I probably took 15 or 20, but it was, And
that really shows it is a small investment. 15 minutes for 168 hours. Of getting the week to just kind of get untangled, get sorted out, and then you can, launch out. So
and then out of the 168 hours, I think I only planned like 42 hours of it, which sounds like a lot. I was like, oh, this is a full-time job. But you're going to spend the time either way, so how are you going to spend it? Give yourself extra time and not less time. Don't think you can get more things done in a day and try to overemphasize it. Give yourself fewer things, but in a little bit more buffer time. And then you'll feel good because you can actually get more things done than you even budgeted for, instead of fewer and then feeling like you're behind all week. So just, I guess, trim down a little bit and give yourself more room, more time for different projects than you think.
Make your schedule official. However you can do that. There is a point where you're kind of thinking through it, but there has to be a definitive line that you cross over and you say, my week is starting, here is a plan, I'm going to start working on it. I am totally okay with improvising and improving the plan, but I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to be intentional. So, if it's already on paper, it feels real, but you can put it in your calendar. Another thing that you can do is you can actually present the week you planned. Present it to your spouse, your team, your assistant. You need to actually put yourself out there and say, this is the kind of week I'm going to have. And then you can actually grade yourself, in a few days and say, how am I doing? And where am I going? And what's next? So.